Hello everyone. In the previous video we successfully returned our result here that we returned the also edit button, and now the time is to get the difference between select and all. So here we are returning all categories, and I want to tell you that what is the difference between all and select when you are using data table. So let me go to my video. So here I'm going to make this bigger for you. So I'm playing my video, so let's click on it. Okay, so there is around 34,000 plus records, and when I'm loading this from student colon all, so it's loading 34,000 plus. So it means that if we have 34,000 or 35,000, it will execute 34 or 35,000 models. It will call them for each record. It will call the model. So it's also having 85 MB on the RAM, and it's taking 1.12 seconds, right? So it's consuming a lot of models. If we use selects, how many models it will consume. So let me show you example. So now I implemented the select, right? So let's check that how many models are consumed. So there is records are still 34,000 plus. It's executing 34,000 plus. So let me go to the new line. So I will also add this link in the description, so you can check out my full video where I completed the example to a lower version. And yes, now you can see that it's there is 34,000 record, but only 2 models, not how it's very different. So you can also judge this memory storage. So before this it's consuming 80 MB of RAM, so now it's consuming only 20 MB, and it's before this it's consuming 1.12 seconds, so now it's only taking 774 milliseconds. So it's huge difference. So the major difference is on this model. Performance issue will be happen when you are using some methods. So you need to install this Laravel debug bar, which will exactly tell you that how many models are consuming on specific page, how many RAMs, and how much it takes milliseconds. So hope you get an idea that how you can consume your memory. So here I'm going to add this through select, and first column would be ID, and then name, and then third would be the type, right? And make sure that you did not edit this get here. If you add this get, it will load the exactly same like you are executing the all. So you don't need to type all, so it will automatically make this using select. It will make this collection, right? So let's give it a refresh. It's also going to work without any error. So let me close this out. So I will also add this link in the description, so you can get this video link. So let me copy this and add this into the notepad. So I will add this later when I will render this video. So I will add this link in the description. Okay, my PC is very slow down because I shooted multiple videos, and it's Camtasia is taking too much RAM, and it's slow down my PC. And yes, we are now displaying the edit button. So here I'm going to make this smaller button, and then I also want to add some other buttons, like I want to add the delete button here. So how I can do this? So let's go here, and first let me make this smaller. So there is a bootstrap class which is used btn sm. Okay, why it's not adding this here? My PC is not working properly. Oh, let's added this btn sm, and this sm is used for make this button smaller. Okay, let me add this properly sm, and then I'm going to add another data property, data id, which is used I want to get the id of this specific record. So here I'm going to concat this, and first let me grab this id here. So from this collection I am just only grabbing the only one record, so it will make through the for each loop it will print the first record, then second, and then third. So here I'm going to grab this raw and then raw id, because we have only one object and I'm getting the id from this object and passing this to data id, and we can get this into the JavaScript by calling this data method. And then I'm going to also add one more class, which is oops, I removed this, so I'm going to add this edit button. So this will, when we implement the edit functionality, we can handle the click event, right? That's why I did this here. And let me copy this and I'm going to paste it here for delete button. So let me also make this danger, and this would be a del button, and then this data would be same, and this would be a delete. By the way, you can also display here font with some icons. It's totally upon you. I'm just shooting this for demonstration purposes. That's why I'm doing this. So I'm leaving it for you. Okay, let's get refresh and check the results. So hope you, and now we are getting the smaller icon and we are getting the edit and delete button. So now the time is to handle the click event. We are going to implement our edit functionality. So how we can edit this? So this edit button is now available in this create blade, because our jQuery datatables are rendering here in this blade. So now I want to edit this, edit these categories. So how I can do this? Edit button code, right? So here I'm going to first add body, right? And then I'm going to add this on click. So you can you are thinking that why you are not adding this here directly. What's the name? It's a edit button. So why you are not adding directly class? Because we are rendering this from the server side, and sometimes it's not going to work when we click on it. So it's a click event is not working. That's why we need to add this edit button. So first we need to add the body, which is exist in the body tag, and then we are going to implement this. So let me implement this click event for you. So it's not going to work. I'm just telling you that how you can debug this out and stuff like that. Okay, console.log and implement this clicked. Save this one and go here and get refresh and go to this click event. So by the way, first I need to make this JavaScript wide, because when I click on this, it's going to refresh the web page. So I want to prevent this action. So let's go to the controller where I implemented this href. So I need to, in the href, I need to add this JavaScript wide 0, which is used to avoid the redirection of href, right? So here you need to add JavaScript, and then you need to put a colon here, wide 0. So it will prevent this href to make this redirect. Okay, JavaScript wide 0. So now it's good. Let's get refresh and check that we are getting the click or not. Okay, and I clicked on it, and yes, my page is not refreshed, but I'm not getting anything when I'm clicking on it, right? So how I can get the click event? So we need to go back here, and I need to add first I need to add the body, which we define the when we add this body tag in the HTML. This is the tag body, right? So this body will be I'm just referencing this body tag, right? So if you are familiar with this one, how we can get the selector. And then I'm going to make this on, and then I'm going to implement here a click, and then where I want to click, so I need to mention it here. So I want to click on this edit button, right? And then this would be a function, right? So now let's get refresh and check that our click event is working or not. So it's going to work. So let's go here, clear the console, click on this edit, and yes, now it's working. Clicked. So it means that now we are able to handle this click event. So in the next video we are going to implement this. We are going to grab the ID and then edit this into the form. So I will meet you in the next one. Bye bye.